Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for our fourth MuleSoft for Agentforce Ambassador video. Today, I am joined by the lovely Joy, tuning in from a very sunny New Zealand. We're so grateful to have her. Joy has been a MuleSoft ambassadress for quite a number of years now. I'm sure you've seen her at many MuleSoft events, sharing her expertise. So welcome, Joy, if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me, Sabrina. I'm Joy. I'm originally from Philippines, but I'm based in New Zealand, and I've been in MuleSoft space for 8 years now. And I work as an integration architect and pre-sales architect for DXC technology.
Welcome. And so, Joy, I know you have shared your expertise about MuleSoft from thought leadership, from technical how-tos across so many different products. So what I really want to start off with today is what excites you about this new introduction of MuleSoft for Agentforce and the future of these agentic architectures?
So past couple of months, I've deep dive in with Agentforce and MuleSoft due to being part of the Salesforce Partner Advisory Board. We got to know the product roadmap and what's the plan for Agentforce and MuleSoft. And also, I've had opportunity to do the hands-on training for Agentforce, which is cool. So what excites me about Agentforce and MuleSoft, it will bring the digital transformation to a whole new level. So the future state, in my opinion, it would be an autonomous digital enterprise driven by agents, which is the agent force, and powered by APIs. So the early use cases of AI has led to incredible achievements like faster customer response times, greater operational efficiencies, and better digital experience. MuleSoft, on the other hand, has its own strength. And as we all know, the heart of integration is message exchange. And these machine learning, they're driven by data. And MuleSoft enables data from old and new systems. So with Agentforce and MuleSoft, it will go from strength to strength. And that's why I said it will bring the digital transformation to a whole new level. You'll achieve greater um, use cases. It will open up to, amazing scenarios from different verticals.
I love that. And I want to follow up here because I asked this question to Edgar in last week's video as well. But how do you see this idea of agentic architectures working with the API-led connectivity that MuleSoft really helps developers and architects learn how to reuse the assets and the APIs they're building?
Yeah, so good question. So in my opinion, APIs will become more critical than ever. This would be the first level of implementing an autonomous digital enterprise. So for the organizations that have matured API implementation, they're going to be ahead of the game. Since they've already have this reusable assets, which are the APIs, the only thing that they need to think about is what would be the advanced use cases together with the agent force. So they'll look at those repetitive tasks inside their organizations, and this would be not fully replaced, but part of it would be replaced by agents, which are the agent force. And then so that will accelerate the delivery faster. And of course the people who's working on the same job won't be replaced fully, but they'll they'll take over the investigations or those use cases that will require investigations and critical thinking that AI won't really, help at this stage. So like what they've said, that AI will replace the people. It's not really true. Actually, it works in conjunction with those people, and the organization will now focus on more important investment in their company rather than dealing with those repetitive tasks.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's a great call out too, right? There is definitely that fear of agents and AI replacing humans. But how I see it more is like helping with the developer efficiency, helping companies do more faster. And it's a great lead into my next question for you, which is if you could build any agent with MuleSoft and Agentforce, what would you build?
So I love traveling, and my current project is International Airport in Sydney. So probably I'll build something related to that. It could be a travel agent or an immigration advisor here in New Zealand. Why? Because they work by the books. So it's easier to create actions and flows out of it because they've got this, specific policies and procedures that they've changed not from time to time, but say, yearly or whenever there's a new government or government party. So it would be great to see an agent that is Agentforce waiting for you when you arrive in New Zealand, or before you even arrive, before you board the plane, to ask questions like, how long are you gonna stay in New Zealand, and do you have families here, or et cetera, et cetera. It's the same thing with other countries like USA. When you're line up, in the queue, and they'll ask you these questions repetitively. But this immigration advisor, like what I've said, it won't be replaced because there are instances that you gotta think that is he or she a legit visitor. So now you will come up with this thinking that, oh, hang on, does he have sufficient funds? So something like that. So it's critical thinking that only human could perform, but that's already been assessed or triaged by the agent force.
Yeah. So again, it's like the helping hand, like for these
Yeah.
airports to maybe make that line faster, and also for travelers to make it a better experience, right? You fill out a form, you have to go through the customs line. So maybe this agent can also help speed those processes up as well for travelers.
Yeah, because most especially in the US, like, there are specific times that there are many flights arriving. So imagine that long queue. And I've experienced that in New York. So it would be really faster if we have those assessments beforehand.
Awesome. And then I know that this is a future agent you'd love to build, but is there any way that you're currently using Agentforce or looking to using Agentforce with any of your projects or even just personally?
So not at this stage, but we're investing on that when it comes to pre-sales. And like what I've said, we first look at the organizations who already have these, matured API implementation. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, that's going to be a prerequisite. It would be good to have that. But if not, then we're here to help them out to do this work of, organizing their information to have a clean and well-maintained data to have a more seamless AI deployment. And then apart from that, after that, then that's when we're going to incorporate the agent force.
I love that. And I haven't asked this question yet of anyone on the video, but I would love to hear your opinion. There's always the chicken and the egg issue, which came first between AI, Agentforce, and APIs. In your opinion, what really needs to come first to set a business up for success as they look towards these future use cases?
So there's no really which comes first. I know that there are organizations who already implemented Agentforce, but they don't have MuleSoft. So for those organizations that have Agentforce in place, then that's great. Continue doing that, but it's going to be limited use case, because like what I've said, if you wanted to have or implement greater use cases, some of the data or information should be coming from, sometimes old systems. And with MuleSoft, which is, the uh, powerful integration tool, it will help you unlock those information and apply effective and efficient message transformation. So with those two, when combined, then you'll achieve greater use cases, greater automation, and seamless AI deployment. So it doesn't really matter. Actually, it's two different revenue streams. So if you have customer working for Agentforce, then all you gotta do is what else you could implement with the Agentforce alone. But if not, then I think that is something that you could start teaching to them. What if we implement MuleSoft in place? So yeah.
I love that. And I love how there isn't a right or wrong answer for this too. But I would agree that APIs extend the capabilities. And so if you're not implementing an API infrastructure, you're also not really seeing the full potential of your Agentforce implementation.
Correct. And you'll encounter challenges along the way for Agentforce. Not necessarily it's because of the limitation of the product, but it's because these agents would need to talk to old backend systems. So in order for you to do that, then you'll see the gap there, which you need to have an integration platform, and that is MuleSoft.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Joy, for joining us today. You have provided so many insights as usual. I love our conversations. I love when you're sharing your knowledge. I cannot wait to see these future agents you create. For those of you tuning in, please feel free to reach out to Joy on LinkedIn. I will include her LinkedIn in the post, as well as check out all of the amazing work she's done through her LinkedIn profile and much more. But thank you, Joy, so much for being on with us today. And we look forward to many more years of your contributions.
Thank you so much. See you later.
Thanks. Bye.